At 11 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo's heart was killing him. Literally. His heart was racing so fast, so irregularly, that doctors told him he might never play football again. They wanted to cut open his chest. His dreams? Over before they even began. His mother held him as he cried. Not because of the surgery, but because they were taking away the only thing he'd ever loved. The poor kid from Madeira, who wore the same torn shoes every day, who went to bed hungry most nights, was about to lose his one chance to escape poverty. But here's what the doctors didn't know about this skinny little boy with a racing heart. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't know how to quit. He doesn't even understand the concept. Welcome to Break Limits. Today, I'm going to show you how a broken kid with a broken heart became the most disciplined athlete on planet Earth. And the secret isn't talent. It's something far more powerful. Something you can use starting today. Let me take you to Funchal, Madeira. 1985. A tiny Portuguese island where Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born into absolute poverty. His father was an alcoholic. His mother worked as a cleaner and a cook, sometimes doing 3 jobs just to feed 4 kids. They lived in a house so small that Cristiano shared a room with his siblings. The roof leaked. There was barely any food. But this kid had a football. A cheap, worn-out ball that became his entire world. While other kids went home for dinner, Cristiano stayed on the streets, playing until it was pitch black. His neighbors would scream at him to stop making noise. He didn't care. He couldn't stop. Football wasn't a hobby. It was his oxygen. At school, kids mocked his accent, called him names, made fun of his poverty. He had 1 pair of shoes with holes in them, 1 pair of pants. He was the poor kid, the weird kid, the obsessed kid. Most people would break under that shame. Ronaldo turned it into rocket fuel. He made a promise to himself, a promise that would define his entire existence. One day, I'll make my mother proud. One day, I'll never be hungry again. One day, everyone who laughed will know my name. At 12 years old, he left home. Left his family. Left everything he knew. He moved to Lisbon to join Sporting's academy. Alone. Terrified. Homesick. The other kids were richer, better educated, more confident. They had nice clothes and families who visited. Ronaldo had nothing. He'd call his mother crying, begging to come home. But he never left. Because quitting meant going back to poverty. And poverty, to Ronaldo, was a fate worse than any pain. So while other kids slept, he trained. While they partied, he practiced. While they ate junk food, he studied nutrition even as a teenager. The coaches started noticing something terrifying. This kid wasn't normal. His dedication wasn't normal. He was building himself into a machine. And then, his heart almost stopped it all. 15 years old. Ronaldo's heart condition is getting worse. The racing heartbeat, the irregular rhythm. It's called tachycardia. It could kill him on the field. Doctors say he needs surgery immediately. They'll use a laser to cauterize parts of his heart. There's risk involved. And even if it works, he might never play professional football. Imagine that moment. Everything you've sacrificed. Every hungry night. Every tear. Every hour of practice while your body screamed for rest. All of it, about to be taken away by something you can't control. Ronaldo went into that operating room with one thought. I don't care what they say. I will play again. I will make it. The surgery worked. But recovery was brutal. Weeks of no training. His body getting weaker. Other kids improving while he lay in bed. The moment doctors cleared him, Ronaldo didn't ease back slowly. He exploded back onto the field like a man possessed. He trained twice as hard, twice as long, because he'd felt what it was like to have football taken from him. And he swore he'd never take a single day for granted again. At 16, he was playing for Sporting's first team. At 17, Manchester United came calling. 2003. 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo steps onto the field at Old Trafford wearing the number 7 jersey. The same number worn by legends like George Best, Eric Cantona, David Beckham. The pressure was crushing. The English media tore him apart. Too skinny. Too flashy. Too much dribbling. They called him a show-off, a diver, a one-trick pony. Ronaldo heard every word, read every article, and made another promise. I'll show them what obsession looks like. Here's where the legend really begins. While his teammates went home after training, Ronaldo stayed for hours, practicing free kicks. 500 shots. 1,000 shots. Until his legs couldn't move. The groundskeepers would find him at the training ground at midnight, alone, perfecting his technique under the floodlights. He studied everything. Nutrition, sleep science, recovery methods, cryotherapy. He built a gym in his house. He hired personal chefs. He eliminated sugar, alcohol, processed foods. While other players partied, Ronaldo was in an ice bath. His teammates thought he was crazy. The world hadn't seen anything like this level of obsession. Rio Ferdinand once said, "I've never seen anyone as dedicated as Cristiano." He came to the club as a kid and transformed his body into that of a superhero. Through pure will and discipline. But here's what people don't understand. Ronaldo wasn't just training his body. He was training his mind to be immune to comfort. To never be satisfied. To always want more. 2008. He wins his first Ballon d'Or at 23. Most players would celebrate. Ronaldo doubled his training intensity. 2009. Real Madrid pays a world record £80 million for him. The pressure? Unimaginable. The expectations? Impossible. Ronaldo's response? Watch me become the greatest player in this club's history. And then, there was Messi. Lionel Messi. The natural genius. The God-given talent. The player who made football look like art. While Messi was pure talent, Ronaldo was pure will. The world divided into two camps. Messi fans called Ronaldo a machine, a stat padder, someone who lacked natural grace. Ronaldo fans called Messi soft, lucky, carried by great teams. But here's the truth nobody wants to admit. The rivalry made them both immortal. Every time Messi scored, Ronaldo trained harder. Every time Ronaldo won a trophy, Messi elevated his game. They pushed each other to levels that would have been impossible alone. For over a decade, they dominated football. 5 Ballon d'Ors each, then beyond. Champions League titles. Records shattered. The two greatest players ever, existing at the exact same time. But while Messi had natural gifts, Ronaldo's greatness came from somewhere darker. Somewhere more primal. At 33, when most players decline, Ronaldo had the body of a 23-year-old. His body fat percentage? 7%. His vertical jump? Higher than the average NBA player. He once said, "Talent without working hard is nothing." And he proved it every single day. Juventus players were shocked when he arrived. At 33, he was the first one in the gym and the last one to leave. He didn't drink. Didn't party. While they celebrated victories, he was already preparing for the next match. His teammate Giorgio Chiellini said, "He's not human. His discipline is from another planet." Let me tell you the real secret of Cristiano Ronaldo. It's not his speed. It's not his jumping ability. It's not even his work ethic. It's his relationship with discomfort. Most people run from pain. Ronaldo runs toward it. He's addicted to the suffering that creates greatness. When his body says stop, that's when he pushes harder. When his mind says rest, that's when he trains more. When the world says it's impossible, that's when he becomes obsessed with proving them wrong. He once said, "Your love makes me strong. Your hate makes me unstoppable." Think about that. Most people crumble under criticism. Ronaldo uses it as fuel. At 38 years old, when players are retiring, Ronaldo is still scoring goals, still breaking records, still refusing to accept that age means decline. He's played over 1,000 professional matches, scored over 850 goals, won 5 Champions League titles, 5 Ballon d'Ors, won championships in England, Spain, and Italy, led Portugal to their first ever major trophy. But here's what matters to your life. Ronaldo isn't special because of genetics. Multiple doctors have said his physical gifts are above average, but not extraordinary. What's extraordinary is his refusal to accept limits. The boy with a broken heart who wasn't supposed to play became the most complete athlete football has ever seen. How? By making a simple decision. I will outwork everyone. Every single day. For the rest of my life. Right now, you're telling yourself stories. Stories about why you can't. About why you're not good enough. About why others have advantages you don't. Ronaldo was poor. Ronaldo was sick. Ronaldo was mocked. Ronaldo had every excuse to quit. But he made a different choice. He decided that his circumstances didn't define his destiny. His choices did. Listen carefully. You don't need talent. You need obsession. You don't need advantages. You need discipline. You don't need luck. You need to be willing to suffer longer than everyone else. Ronaldo wakes up at 6 a.m. every single day. At 38. 38 years old, and he still trains like he's trying to make the team. Why? Because discipline isn't something you achieve. It's something you choose. Every single day. The question isn't, do I have what Ronaldo has? The question is, am I willing to do what Ronaldo does? Are you willing to wake up earlier than everyone else? Are you willing to stay later than everyone else? Are you willing to sacrifice comfort, pleasure, and instant gratification? Are you willing to be misunderstood, criticized, called crazy, while you build your empire in silence? Because that's the price. And most people aren't willing to pay it. They want the results without the suffering. The trophy without the training. The glory without the grind. Ronaldo understands something most people never learn. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret lasts forever. That little boy with a broken heart, who wasn't supposed to make it, who came from nothing, who had every reason to fail. He became a living legend. Not because of magic. Not because of luck. Because he decided that his dreams were worth more than his comfort. You have that same choice. Right now. Today. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to suffer for? What dream is so powerful that you'll give up everything comfortable to achieve it? Ronaldo's body will eventually retire. But his legacy will last forever. Because he proved that will beats talent. That discipline beats genetics. That obsession beats excuses. If this video set your soul on fire, smash the like button right now. Subscribe to Break Limits because we're building an army of people who refuse to settle. Drop a comment and tell me, what's the one thing you're going to commit to, starting today? Remember what Ronaldo said. Dreams are not what you see in your sleep. Dreams are things that don't let you sleep. Now go break some limits.